up, y'all? Thank y'all for tuning in for episode 2 of Rockin' with the Mitchells. So if you're really rocking with us, make sure you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button.
Right.
Click the like button below.
Or
It's
on the
like
side.
button, right?
Or
whatever it is on the screen. Click that button.
What we're doing now is episode 2. Welcome. On this episode, we're talking to you all about our first date and overall relationships, friendships.
Yeah.
Friendships must be intentional. When I first met Joy, I knew that she was going to be a friend. I just didn't know really if it was going to be a girlfriend or just a friend.
Because he was attracted to me.
Right. So I got this theory that guys only befriend women who they're attracted to.
Not necessarily.
In some cases, unique cases, they just have genuine friends with people who may not be attracted to.
Which you do.
Yeah, and it's on accident, normally.
That doesn't make sense.
Most guys are like, oh, that's an unattractive girl, let me be her friend. It doesn't happen like that. Oh, she's unattractive. We're just...
I disagree.
Something.
I mean, I think you can have friends that are... I mean, I have guy friends. Not a lot of them, but I have some guy friends that are just friends.
They became that. But you didn't embark the start of that relationship. Like, oh, he's pretty unattractive. I think we can talk.
But I wasn't thinking about it from an attraction standpoint.
You weren't. But us as guys... Ladies, we normally befriend you if we find you attractive in some way.
I'd like to know if that's true. We need to take a poll.
Yeah, for fellas, if you agree with what I'm saying,
like this page.
yeah, you could like, subscribe, and all that. But for me, I either connected with women on a spiritual level, or it was physical attraction, or they were just cool. That's another. You can't just be cool. You can be like one of the guys. You just cool.
That's what I'm saying.
That happens, but we as men don't pursue friendships. Like, oh, I gotta be her friend. Unless we are attracted. We're not going out of our way to be a friend with somebody or get to know somebody who we don't find attractive or appealing in some way. That's just what it is. I might have broke man law by sharing that information, but that's the case. Ladies, if you have a friend and he's like a friend, like a true friend, and you know he ain't trying to smash, then yeah, that's a friend. But if it's a friend trying to smash or hinting and dropping hints and spending time, yeah, he might not be a real friend. He trying to smash. So, ladies, that's what I got for you when it comes to friendships. Be intentional about your friendships. I was intentional with my establishment of friendship with her because I wanted to get to know her. And I felt like we needed to get to know each other, which is why we are still together 15 years later.
Yeah, I think that's a part of it too. I think it's important to have, you need to develop some type of relationship before jumping into dating. So we were definitely attracted to each other, but we took some time before we made it official because I think it's important. It is important to get to know somebody. They could be crazy. I mean, nowadays you have to investigate people because you don't know who they are.
It's true.
All this catfishing and stuff like that, you got to make sure. So I mean, it's important to like ask questions. I've heard people describe like dating with like collecting data. So yeah, it's important to kind of not necessarily be like snooping, but paying attention like to the things that they say. What are their values? What are their beliefs? Like, can that mesh with you? Are you all on the same page? I think that's important because I mean, you don't want to waste your time.
True.
I mean, unless you're just not looking to be in a relationship.
True.
That's different.
That's true. And wasting time, that's the one thing that I hate the most. Especially with people. I hate, like for me, if I see you in the store and I don't really want to talk to you, I will pull my phone out and act like I'm doing something. I ain't doing nothing. I just don't want to talk.
That's wasting time?
I don't want to waste my time in conversation.
Small talk?
Yeah, I hate small talk.
As talkative as you are, you loathe small talk.
Yes.
So then you don't like when I ask you how was your day?
It depends on it.
If it's something that you really want to talk about.
Yeah, it depends. For me, it's like good, fine, it was cool.
You do that.
Yeah, because I hate small talk.
So you don't really be wanting to talk to me when I'm trying.
It's not the fact that I don't want to talk to you. It's I don't like small talk just for the sake of small talk. I like I like being intentional with my conversation.
It is intentional. Are you saying it's not intentional?
I'm not saying it's not intentional. What I'm saying is asking me how my day was. If you're not gonna do
it's because I
nothing,
want to know how it was for you.
if you're not gonna do nothing to make my day better, then
what?
You don't need to ask me how my day was.
What sense does that make? I just want to know if there's something that that you want to talk about. Decompress.
Normally, if I want to decompress, I'll do that. I'll tell you, like, hey, guess what happened to me today? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I guess I'm gonna ask you no.
Well, you can ask, but
inside you really don't want to talk to me.
It's not that I loathe
small talk.
I didn't say. Y'all see this now. I didn't say I loathe small talk with her. What I said was when I'm in the store, because I don't like small talk, I will pull out my phone to avoid small talk with people who I don't feel like having small talk with. He didn't say
loathing small talk in the store. He said, I loathe small talk. Can we rewind the video?
No, I don't have editing capabilities. But for the most part, as talkative as you are, you loathe small talk. Yes. I just don't like doing small talk. Hey bro, how you doing, man? How's life? Why? Thank you for caring somewhat, but I know you don't care because after we had this conversation in the store, you gonna forget. You ain't gonna call me or check up on me. I don't even like exchanging cell phone numbers with people who I ain't seen in a long time because, let me get your number, man. We gonna connect. No, we're not. You're never going to see me again.
Let's get back to the topic.
Sorry. But friendships, be intentional.
When you get into like those areas of conflict and you can't stand each other, you could always go back to, this is my friend first.
Yeah.
I feel like that'll keep that connection because even though I might be mad at him as my spouse or, if you're not married, your significant other, you can still talk to him as a friend. So if you can look at that person that you're with as a friend first, it might be easier to communicate certain things, get your point across. Your relationship, I think, should be tight where other people can't infiltrate it.
Yeah.
Not that you can't listen to constructive criticism, but you shouldn't let everybody in that space.
Yeah. I think it's a friendship that no one should be able to get in the middle of. And it's a friendship to where it's a ride or die friendship. Mm-hmm. It's the relationship that you have, husband and wife, significant other, courting, dating. If this person you're with, you're interested in, and you say you love them or like them strongly, you want to go to bat for them. Like, period. If your significant other is not going to bat for you and fighting for you, but instead fighting you, you might want to reconsider the type of relationship that y'all have. But for me, Joy is one of my best friends. I have other best friends that are like my male best friends, but when it comes down to it, Joy is my only female best friend. I have other female friends, but a lot of my female friends, almost all of my female friends, are her friends too. Yeah. So it's one of them things where to safeguard and balance and make sure that we don't allow anyone else to, or any situation or circumstance to infiltrate our relationship and friendship. Yeah. Our friendship comes before anything. Yeah. Our relationship comes before anything. Yeah. And that's due to the 15 years that we've been together.
Almost 15. Next month.
Next month, February 14th, Valentine's Day, 15 years.
Do you think that we should know about each other's friendships with the opposite sex?
I think so.
Why?
Because intentions may be different.
By me?
Both at one point. So let's say if I got a friend who we're friends now, and maybe we were friends before you and I met, it's a possibility that maybe that friend was attracted to me or I was attracted to her. Mm. And we may have tried to establish a relationship and it didn't work out. I think it's fair for you to know the details, not all the deep details, but at least the overall premise of the relationship and encounter and friendship. And I think it's important to let you in on that so that you can feel comfortable with establishing a relationship with that other person. You don't want to make your spouse jealous or open up a door, especially if it's a best friend or friend of the opposite sex. I never got into that.
Because sometimes I think we get into friendships outside of our relationship that can definitely cause issues within our relationship. I think some people think, well, I don't have to, disclose to my spouse, my significant other, that I have a friend who maybe is not necessarily their friend. But yeah, I do think sometimes intentions, you have to watch intentions of people that you come into like a friendship with. Now, if you're insecure, that's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
That's completely different.
That's a whole nother episode.
Yeah, I don't have any friends that Chris doesn't know about. I have no reason to hide my friends. And if in your mind you feel like you have to keep somebody from your spouse or your significant other, that's a problem. I think you should think about why you're doing that. Because again, it can cause problems. And sometimes people, you have people who want to get you out of your relationship. That's what they thrive on. They like married people or whatever. So yeah, I don't have any friendships that my husband isn't aware of with the opposite sex.
Same here, by the way.
And because our friends, like if I had friends before him, they know him, they talk to him. Everybody's cool.
Right.
I'm not gonna be confiding in one of my male friends or them calling me at midnight or something like that. And we have friends who might have done that, but a lot of our friends, they like our brothers and our sisters. So, and they, out of respect, they don't even do that anyway. If they did, they gonna call him.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. So you just have to set those type of healthy boundaries. Check the intentions of your friendships. If they make the person you with uncomfortable, you need to evaluate that.
Do they respect y'all's relationship? Are they trying to put you in positions that's going to violate y'all relationship? Always be intentional with every relationship. Mm-hmm. All things are working for your good. Yeah.
Pastor. You always go back to being Minister Chris.
Be intentional, because God's intentional.
God first.
So when I saw Joy, like I told y'all, I had that bubbly feeling.
The boo-boo. That is what you say. He was like the feeling you have pretty much when you gotta go to the bathroom.
I had butterflies in my stomach. Keep in mind, this is my first real date. And it's sad because I was like 19, 20 years old.
Little tink tink.
Under tink tink. Tink tink. What? Okay. Anyway, so I asked her, hey, you want to go to the movies? At that time, the movie that was out was...
It was Meet the Fockers.
Yeah, Meet the Fockers. It was... Fellas, I'm going to let you in on something. Never ask a woman on a date if you're not 100% sure.
If you broke.
So I told her I didn't have my wallet. Mm-hmm. Truth of the matter is...
Oh, the truth is coming out 15 years later? Oh.
I needed to make sure that she wasn't a gold digger. I needed to make sure that she was worth my money for the second date. So, I did the immature thing, taking my friend's advice. They were like, Chris, don't pay for the meal. Don't pay for the movies. If she really like you for you, then she'll pay for herself. Because it's not about the money. It's about our relationship. I was like, you know what? You're all right. I'm not going to pay for it. So that's kind of how it went. And so we got to the movies. I went to go pay. And as I'm walking to the movie theater, to the entrance, I'm like, oh, shoot. I ain't got my wallet. She was like, huh? What? So that was my test. I was like, in our beginning of our relationship, I was full of tests. I was trying to make sure she was the right one for me.
Don't recommend doing that.
She stuck through it.
And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with going Dutch. I just think that for some people, it could be a problem. And I think it's something that you should discuss beforehand. And, you know, he could have did his test before. Because, like, I mean, honestly, when I've gone on dates, the guy paid. So that's what I was used to. So it was definitely, I was taken aback when he did not pay for both of us.
I should have been straightforward and honest. And I was young, 19 years old, you know, trying to figure life out, trying to figure out if I really liked her and if she really liked me. So, fellas, if you ever go on a date just make sure it's the gentleman thing to do, the chivalrous thing to do.
I like gentlemen.
Is to pay.
I like chivalry.
And if you all discuss going Dutch, for those who don't know what Dutch is when you each pay your own way.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to have enough money to cover in the event that she may not have enough funds. So that was my fault and my immaturity. I was like, shoot, she gonna pay for her, I'm gonna pay for me. Now, to my credit, I only really had $25 in my car, in my wallet anyway.
But he asked me out on a date.
Because I just wanted to be around her. I just wanted to experience her beauty. And I wanted to take her and hold her hand in the dark. Because
he was so sweet too. He was like,
he
was all shy, trying to hold my hand, and then he slid his arm around me. It was like a movie.
Smooth operator. Now, just the kicker. Shorty had you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Tink Tink. She's Shorty for this episode. Tink Tink. The movie didn't get over to like 9:45 because we had to go to like a 7 o'clock show. She had to be back home by 10 o'clock.
That's not true.
She had to be.
I did not have no 10 o'clock curfew.
She had a 10 o'clock curfew. She had to get home before her little Cinderella slipper turned into a K-Swiss. I swear, we had to be out. We out the movie theater. I'm like, hey, you want to get something to eat? She's like, I gotta get home. I'm like, home? We in college. Like, why are you? What you rushing to get home for? We were actually home for winter break.
I did not have a 10 o'clock curfew.
Yes,
my mom was strict. So during winter break, she did say 2 a.m. I had to be in the house.
She had to be home at 10 o'clock.
We did not go to a 7 o'clock movie. We went to a later movie. And I had a strict mom. I mean, what can I say?
10.
I did not have to be back at 10.
That was what our first date was looking like. It was looking like that. Looking like real short, real inexpensive because I didn't have the money. She wasn't a gold digger, so that was a good thing. I lucked up. Today we talked about friendships, and we talked about our first date, which was pretty bad.
It was not bad. It was a good date.
I just wish I had the money.
It's fine.
I wish I didn't lie.
Yeah, that's the only thing. And you just would have communicated. Because like I said, I was used to that. But it didn't make the date bad. It was a good date.
Yeah.
And I did not go home at 10 o'clock.
She definitely
Lies.
did. 10 o'clock.
No.
I'm surprised she's still up right now.
Because we stayed in the car talking for forever.
15 minutes. From 9:30 to 9:45.
Anyway, that's not true. Anyway.
For her, 15 minutes was.
Anyway, if you're rocking with the Mitchells, please remember to subscribe. Press the like button below wherever it is on the screen. I'll just go all the way around. And share.
And stay tuned for episode 3. This is going to be dope. Alright? Say So Fresh. Whatever she going to call herself.
Joy Mitchell. That's my name.
Ain't got no type of alias or nothing?
Like what?
I don't know.
Why can't I just be Joy Mitchell? I ain't ever had an alias.
Whatever she want to call herself. Joy Mitchell.
Like it's a problem to be Joy Mitchell.
That ain't cool.
It's not cool? It's your last name?
The Mitchell part is cool, but the Joy.
What's wrong with joy? It means happiness. Anyway. Like our page. Until next time.
Peace. Mitchell's out.
Those 3 I meant.
3 kids.